Ready to talk some movies, Brennan?
Yeah, okay.
Well, let's go! Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth!
Oh! You know what that is? That's the sound of a starting automobile.
That's right.
Which means that we're gonna do... Whoa, ding.
Ding, that's not good.
We're gonna do a drive time special. Because... Hi, welcome to the Corrupted Youth Podcast. I'm Dan.
I'm Brennan.
We're a father and son duo that covers the latest blockbusters. Blah, blah, blah. You know, the stuff. I'm flustered.
Yeah. Oh.
Things just don't want to be working today.
No. It's a bit of a scramble to get things all set up, but I'm glad we're here.
Yep.
We're recording. We're turning the AC on.
It's a hot day.
It's a hot day.
For Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But hey, what are we going to cover, Brun?
We are going to go see the re-release of Star Wars Episode 3.
Cool. Yeah, so let's get driving. We're going to talk about our experiences with the movie. We've covered this before, previously, when we did a bunch of Star Wars stuff, but we never did it while driving.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drive us to the movie theater. We'll talk. We'll watch the movie. We'll come out. And then we'll do the same thing on the way back.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, this is definitely not going to be a first-time viewing for me.
Me neither. First time for you in the theater, though?
Yes. Yeah.
Because you were, what, 2 when it came out?
Yeah.
I saw it twice.
Oh. Twice, is that good?
Yeah, I went to opening night. It was, I'm sure I've told the story before, but for those who haven't heard it, I did dress like a Jedi. And I got really drunk before I went, and I spilled popcorn on a really big dude. And I thought he was going to beat me up, and I felt really weird because I was dressed like a Jedi. And turns out, he thanked me for free popcorn.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, there was like a whole trivia thing for it, and
Ooh.
I kind of dozed off a little bit at one point in time.
That's why you saw it a second time?
No, I went to go see it with your mom and your sisters.
Oh, nice.
You didn't get to go because you were too young.
Yeah, that makes sense. I would not have remembered anything anyway.
No. I did see the original Star Wars when I was 2.
Oh, wow.
Don't remember a darn thing. But I just kind of always knew I liked it. Anyway. What was your first experience with Star Wars?
With Star Wars?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, born and raised on it.
Sure.
The first intelligent noises I made was Darth Vader's breathing. So, always been around. I mean, Episode 3, specifically, 2 was always like my movie growing up. I remember we had that portable DVD player, and every night in the summer I would watch that movie.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I remember showing you Star Wars. It was when it came out, re-released on DVD, right? And it was when they had it like all cleaned up and everything for the time. And I was playing A New Hope, and I was just like, if he wants to watch it, he'll watch it. And you happened to be like passing through wearing your footers, and you saw R2-D2, and R2-D2 was bleeping and blooping, and you just froze, and I don't think you moved for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Stood in place.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so I mean, it's always been around for me. It's just been a constant. I mean, my middle name is Kenobi, so it's like in my blood.
It really is. And my uncle said that it was never going to be relevant for your age group.
Yeah, never going to be relevant. And now, Episode 3, this re-release we're going to go see, is the biggest re-release ever. Like, it's made the most money
Oh, really?
out of any other re-release. I'm pretty sure I saw that. So, yeah, and a lot of those people too that are gonna go see it are my age. Like, it's like very much so my generation. This is definitely like our Star Wars that we grew up on, that we love. So it's like there's like 3 or 4 of my coworkers that went to go see it. Half of them I didn't even know were like big Star Wars fans like that, but they're like, it's episode 3, we gotta go see it. So yeah, definitely like this is like my generation's big Star Wars movie.
And I would say too that best of the prequels, hands down.
I mean, it's not really saying much.
No, I mean, it's a low bar, but I don't know. I think the prequels get too much hate.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're necessarily great movies by any means, but
I also think a lot of that hate has gone away in the past few years.
now would you think maybe it's because over time you can rewatch them and you're showing them to like a new audience as you get older, like for people like my age who grew up with the original trilogy, and over time you just kind of watch them and you kind of soften up to it a little bit and forgive some of the mistakes, or just like, I don't know, maybe your taste gets worse. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be that would necessarily, there's so many factors where somebody could just go, oh, well, it's not as bad as I remember, type of thing.
I think it's, I think a big part of it is the sequel trilogy and just how bad that was. I think that made people kind of look back on the prequels with more fondness, because we saw how bad it can get, And I also think too, there's a lot of good in the prequels. I think the execution is where it fails most of the time. And I think people looking back now see the story for what it is. And the story is good. The story is there. But, the execution is just way, way off.
What about ancillary materials too? Say like Clone Wars.
Oh, absolutely, that helps.
A lot of these shows that are in this era.
Yeah. The prequels, have become one of the most fascinating grounds for Star Wars stories. Like, there were so many interesting things that they did in the Clone Wars show. I mean, I've seen that multiple times through. And a lot of those episodes are good quality too. Like, they hold up. It's not just like a kids show. It's like good storytelling. I think that helped a lot, because again, that's also like my generation. That's 100% what we grew up on, was the Clone Wars.
Oh yeah, and I was right there watching it with you.
Oh yeah.
The entire time.
Yeah, every week. Yeah, I think that helps a lot too. It fleshes out a lot of the characters. It gives more stakes. It, I don't know, brings more drama, I guess.
And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I know a lot of people skip over a lot of that, and I think that you don't need to watch any of it, but it definitely adds more layers and allows you to watch stuff in a different context, I guess.
Yeah, that's 100% right, yeah.
And I don't think that's necessarily good or bad. It's just if you want to check it out, go for it. I recommend it. I think that some of them do skew a little more childish.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But overall, I mean, as this series went on, it definitely matured quite a bit and got into some pretty deep topics that are even relevant to this day.
Yeah.
Which is very fascinating.
I think too, a lot of the prequel hate kind of stems from people hating on the point. Like people will complain about the Jedi in the prequels without realizing that that's the whole point, is that the Jedi have gone sour. It's a lot of stuff like that I think it gets mishated for.
I think there's a lot with the visual design too, because if you take your episode 1, The Phantom Menace, everything's very sleek.
Yeah.
And very different from what people were expecting with Star Wars. But you got to keep in mind, it's a different time. A lot of things don't change in Star Wars, but they also do.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of depends. Like, the galaxy was in a far better place.
Yeah.
Politically. And by the time you hit episode 3, you're starting to see a lot of that more, like episode 4 design.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's becoming more function over fashion.
Yeah, it's grimy. There's gears and grease.
Yeah, it's becoming a little bit more lived in, and it's, war-torn. And things just aren't as good as they were.
Yeah. The clone troopers are starting to look a little bit more like stormtroopers. Yeah, the clone redesign for episode 3 is perfect.
It is
perfect.
Yeah, I'd say from episode 2 to episode 3, like that transition is so good.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I mean, I love the phase 1 clones from episode 2. I think they're very like nostalgic. I think they still look cool. But phase 2.
Yeah, definitely looking more like stormtroopers. And also, like, part of my complaint when I was younger was probably, hey, well, they're making them with all these cool color schemes on their armor and stuff. And I remember thinking, like, wow, like, all we got was, like, plain stormtroopers. Like, how do you explain this going away? And one of the thoughts is, like, they don't get to have personalities anymore. They don't get to have pizzazz.
Yeah.
And show distinction.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I think they kind of expand on that idea more in the Clone Wars when they really give all the clones their individual personalities and their own names, and then they get to like customize their armor and show off more of their personality. And then you get to the Empire, and then it's literally random people who all have their own personalities, who aren't clones. And yeah, they're just stuck in the same white armor. No personality, no distinction.
Yeah, it was like they were even just wiping out any sense of just individualism.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it makes, like, going into, like, that whole thing, like you said, about the clones showing more personality and everything, it kind of makes this movie far more tragic.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they really did have a good rapport with a lot of the Jedi, and, they became friends.
Mm-hmm.
So when they just flip on a switch, basically, and go to Order 66, and just mark the Jedi as enemy combatants, like, man, that's rough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, too. Another complaint that I've heard is like, oh, why couldn't the Jedi just kill a bunch of clones? Like, they're just clones. And it's like, well, they also trusted them.
Yeah.
They trusted them completely. They'd been fighting this war for so many years now.
And it probably wasn't going to trigger them, speaking of the Force, but also, like, how the Jedi were weakening in the Force. They were losing their grip with it.
Yeah, they
because
were.
the dark side was growing.
Yeah.
And they became so arrogant and so full of themselves that they couldn't see that terrible things were happening.
Yeah. One of the most annoying parts of episode 2 is when Count Dooku literally explains the plot to Obi-Wan. It's like, oh yeah, there's a Dark Lord of the Sith. He has control over the Senate. It's this Darth Sidious guy. And even then they're too arrogant to believe it.
Man, it's just a lot. And this was written to be a tragedy too, so
Yeah.
it works. I'd have to say though that, I mean, that climatic lightsaber duel at the end, I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, it's gonna be cool to see it on the big screen again, and maybe, I'll have to try to remember to bring this up. He's like, that's kind of the fun part of this is like, but I don't know, like I've seen it so many times where I'm like, bah, and the whole high ground thing. It's just, I think I laughed in the theater the first time I saw it because it's like, what? What is this? That's the dumbest thing I've ever. Come on.
I don't know. Every time I watch that lightsaber duel, I just sit all cheery, big smile on my face. I've just like put that movie on and fast forwarded to that part just to watch that duel.
Yeah, I also would have liked a bit of a longer transition to the dark side. I guess for Anakin, because he just kind of is like, all right, I'll go kill some kids now.
Yeah.
It seems to happen pretty quick.
That's what's nice about the Clone Wars, too. You get more moments of Anakin definitely being all dark-sidey, and you're like, okay, I see the fall a bit better, but yeah, it is a little sudden. It is a little sudden.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess, like, it was always kind of there. I mean, he did murder all those sand people.
Yeah.
Pretty ruthlessly.
The women and the children, too.
Yep. Still got married, though. She was still into that guy, for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, Anakin killing all those younglings for Natalie Portman. There's a little bit of understanding there.
Oh, no.
Just a little bit. Not a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there is kind of like a little bit of a, hey, we should pay attention to our young men.
Yeah, there is 100% that, yeah.
There definitely is. Like, oh, what are they kind of like getting into? How are they...
What? You're telling me that a fascist regime and ideology can radicalize a young, lonely boy? A young, lonely man?
And all it takes is one person with bad intentions to influence them?
What?
Especially if they realize that they could manipulate them into doing their bidding.
Make them turn on people they even consider their brother?
Weird.
Huh.
But, hey, Star Wars, it's too political these days.
Yeah.
Thandor.
Oh.
Although, man, some peak Star Wars there. Just going to throw that out there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Andor. I hope we get another series that is that quality after season 2 is done.
Yeah, same here. Hey, this was the first Star Wars movie to be rated PG-13.
Oh, that's metal. Nice.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I don't know, maybe it's the murdering of younglings.
Might have something
Not
to do
really
with that.
on screen, but clone troopers do blast that teenager.
Yeah. And that's George Lucas's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's his son in that role.
Oh.
Okay, so just stand here. We're gonna have all the CGI stormtroopers, and they're gonna blast you with their blasters, and you're gonna die.
Oh, no. Hey, that would be pretty fun for you, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
No kid would turn that down.
Especially if I got to act alongside Bail Organa. Yeah.
Hey, Jimmy Smits. What
Jimmy
a hunk.
Smits.
He's pretty funny on Dexter. Oh. Anyway, I don't want to get too far off of that. I hope this records okay, because it's been a bumpy ride, and we're in the much noisier van.
Yeah. That should be alright. Oh, is there something you're really looking forward to seeing in the theater?
I mean, I guess Fantastic Four, but I will say this. I went to see the movie Sinners last night with my friend Amy.
Yeah.
She wanted somebody to go with her. And I was like, sure, I'll go. I've been kind of wanting to see that. Everybody go see that movie. It's instant classic. I'm not even joking around. That's not even that's a film.
Right.
Holy shit. That movie is so fucking good. Go see it.
That's high praise. I was actually just talking to my roommate about going to go see that, actually.
Go see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything. for anyone.
Right. I like that.
It is like a gorgeous looking movie too. Absolutely just fantastic. And the story's super fun, cool. Like, there's one scene in that movie that just like, I don't know. I can't even get into it without talking about it, but
Yeah.
it was so wild. Just, chef's kiss. Way to go, Ryan Coogler.
Yippee!
How about you?
Fantastic Four, I suppose. Superman.
Oh, yeah, that looks pretty fun too.
Yeah, I saw the Minecraft movie just recently. That was my most
Oh.
recent theater experience. That was fun. Weird, but fun. Maybe when I go see Sinners, I'll just walk right into the Minecraft movie and just see it again.
Put on your Steve beard.
Oh God. Do my best Jack Black impression. Hey, Jack Black was in Star Wars.
That's true, but everybody hated that.
I hated that too, if I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know. I didn't mind it. It was cheesy, but you gotta imagine like there's gonna be some really cheesy planets out there.
I suppose, but I wish they'd given him a different role instead of him just playing basically himself.
But that's all he does, though.
I know, and I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that so much. Oh, do you see that The Rock is going to be in a movie where he doesn't play himself?
Yes.
And it looks good?
Yeah. Maybe he took like some pointers from Dave Bautista, who's like,
Yeah.
no, I want to just do different acting roles, thank you. Also, I'm not going to be a huge hulking monster anymore.
He's like, yeah, that's incredibly difficult and unhealthy to maintain. Good for you, bro. Good for you, bro.
Yeah. Although people are mad at him because apparently he's like an honorary cop now or some shit.
There's always something to these.
Yeah, it's something for somebody, I guess.
Something.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Hayden Christensen's pretty cool. He's pretty cool still.
Yeah, he hasn't actually murdered the children.
Yeah, although people hated on him for the prequel so hard, he quit acting for a long time. So.
He's not a bad actor, though.
Oh, he's a good actor.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, and especially in this movie in episode 3, he's good. Like, he does a good job.
He's got some good moments in this one compared to like episode 2, which, yeah, he was very wooden in that. Partially by design and partially, like, George Lucas just not a good director for actors.
Yeah.
Just doesn't care about that part of it.
And then Yoda brings out his little green laser sword.
Oh, I don't like the Yoda Palpatine fight in this movie. I don't think it's that cool. I do like
I do like Palpatine just laughing at him, though.
laughing at him, and he's throwing Senate seats at him, which is crazy symbolism. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of weak. I think it's weak that Yoda fought Sidious once, got some chairs thrown at him, and then was like, go hide on Swamp Planet, I must. Join the rebellion, Yoda. Come on now.
Ass kicking ahead. Yeah, he could still get out there and do things, even if they are hunting him down.
What? Yoda, the fascists are taking over. Stop making soup.
That's right. Also, hey, anybody with the ability to do something right now? Hey, you should do it!
Jeez.
Just saying.
Yeah, if there's a Yoda in a swamp out there, get out there. Get out of that swamp.
You're not doing any good just training a kid to go murder some other people.
You're gonna tell some teenager to go into a weird cave.
Yeah.
That's your plan.
Hey kid, why don't you go murder your dad?
Look, don't take it from me, but if I were you, I would just kill my dad. Then the Force Ghost, Obi-Wan's there, just like, yup, kill your dad, bro. You just gotta do it.
Also, I saw you kiss your sister.
That was weird.
Not sure I would go that route, but okay, whatever. It's a pretty big galaxy. You know, I'm not sure things that were on Tatooine. That's a terrible Obi-Wan too.
Hello there.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Another happy landing.
Hey, it's me, Wado. I showed up. I'm gonna watch episode 3 with you guys.
Could you imagine if in the Rise of Skywalker, at the end when all the ships show up, Watto shows up at his ship and he's like, this was for Annie.
I always wanted to kick a little ass.
I tried telling people that I own Darth Vader as a slave and no one believes me.
What am I, some kind of stereotype? Get out of here.
That's pretty good. Jabba's there and he just goes, oh, oh, oh.
Oh, what? Yeah, what? You just making fun of Jabba? Like making fun of fat fucks?
I know the guy who just went by on the scooter. Oh, yeah. Okay, hey, whoa, we're approaching the movie theater now. We had a little bit longer of a drive since I picked Brennan up from his place, but that's fine. We'll do the same on our way back.
Yippee! Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too. It's pretty exciting to go see it in the theater again. See another Star Wars movie.
A good one this time.
Yeah, I mean, Palpatine's just in it. Because he's supposed to be in it.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be there.
Not to just like, I don't know, look, what do we do?
Somehow returned. They fly now?
Oh my god. No. Okay. Let's go watch that movie. We'll be back.
Bye.
Just got back. Oh, wow. I forgot how long that movie was.
Yeah.
I mean, all those adventures with Dogman. Dogman gets down and dirty, though.
Dogman is crazy.
You know, I didn't expect him to be that crooked of a cop.
No, neither did I.
Man, he was totally on the take.
Planting that evidence.
Dogman.
Dog
Come
Man.
on, Dogman. Jeez. Oh yeah, that Star Wars movie is pretty cool too, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
We're back.
The Sith got their revenge.
They sure did, didn't they?
Yeah, a lot of it.
Whole mess of revenge.
That was really cool.
Yeah? Okay, so I want to hear a lot about what you have to say about it, because seeing it in the theater is like brand new to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was...
Hang on a second. Okay.
It was definitely very, very cool. Like, I don't know. Just seeing it on a big screen, and the sound system, the music. I don't know. It was very, I don't know. It was super awesome. I'm lacking the words, the proper wordage to describe it. But after seeing it so many times, it's nice to get kind of a fresh look, I guess, at it.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong there.
I was, like, paying a lot of attention to a lot of the background stuff, too. Like, things I never usually pay attention to, and there's lots of little small, fun details.
Yeah, they really did pack it
Yeah.
a lot in there. And there was stuff that even I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Like all these little bits and bobs and stuff in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the music, too. The music was great.
Yeah, I think we get a really good idea of the sound design
Mm-hmm.
in a theater, way better than just like at home.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have like any great theater system set up at home.
It's good. It's not. Yeah, it's not.
It's
a theater.
not like that.
Yeah.
Where you can just, there's a lot of very subtle things you can hear.
What a fun movie too. Honestly, the pacing on that movie is like really quick.
I always thought that was like one of the ones that felt the longest. Like you're really sitting through a lot. But to be honest though, to like watch it in the theater, felt that the pacing was a bit better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is weird than a home experience. I guess you're like not, you're forced to focus on it. You don't have distractions like, oh well, I can just like dink around on my phone because I've seen this movie several times.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true too. Like you have to sit there and watch the whole thing front to back.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, if you're like on your phone during a movie theater
What are you doing?
or talking, whatever, just I don't know, just kick rocks, man.
Yeah, just stop. That's annoying. Thankfully, none of that in this theater of like 6 people.
I know, but like when Obi-Wan did say hello there, we did throw our popcorn up in the air and started screaming.
Yeah. I have seen clips online of like, especially on like opening day, people saying hello there, or like the little back and forth Obi-Wan has with Vader at the end. People just in line saying all the lines. I wanted to, but it would have just been me.
Yeah, well, here's the thing too, is like, so I saw that Monty Python and the Holy Grail is gonna be in theaters.
Oh, that's fun.
And you know what? I kind of don't want to go, because if people start saying lines to the movie, I'm gonna get so irritated. I think like if you go to a special showing, I think they should have special showings. Like this is where you can sing along or whatever to a movie, but otherwise like no.
Keep your trap shut.
I am very much a no talking during the movie.
Yeah, me too. Although, when all the separatists are getting killed right at the end, I wanted to just shout out. I want to be like, Pago the Lesser, no! Get out of there! Want Tambor, no!
For the dongles who don't know, those are Star Wars characters.
Yeah.
He's not having a stroke.
Come on, everybody knows who Poggle the Lesser is. It's like as synonymous as like Darth Vader at this point.
I mean, your Poggle the Lesser tattoo. I mean, I don't know why you put it on your left cheek. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Next, I'm gonna get Newt Gunray on the other side. Yeah, that was so much fun, though. The lightsaber duels, great.
Yeah, so getting back to that, because I did say I wanted to mention that one at the end.
Yeah.
And, okay, I kind of have to like back up on that, what I said earlier.
Okay.
And just like, okay, I was a little bit wrong to see, because seeing it on the big screen, I mean, I guess it's only kind of dumb once they start hopping around on like the little convenient floating pad and
when they're
robot.
swinging around, that's when it kind of loses me.
Yeah. But up until that point, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, they're going so fast too.
Yeah, there's a lot happening.
You kind of get the sense that they're like really going all out on each other. Just fun.
Yeah, like all the kicks and everything happening.
Yeah, it's very physical. I will also kind of backtrack, eat my words a bit, what I said with the Yoda-Sidious fight. I liked it more this time around.
Yeah.
I love Sidious.
Yeah, Ian McDiarmid is like really just, he knows the assignment.
Yeah.
and he's chewing that scenery every time he's on screen.
He's so good in this movie.
Excellent. And just always entertaining. And honestly, someone out there, don't use AI. Just, I'm sure you can do this, however, like, get rid of his Sith slacks when he's getting knocked around and just have him in like a pair of like boxers or something. Just, I would love to see that because he has so many like, and I think it's unintentional comedic moments where like he gets knocked over the chair and like rolls over. That is hilarious. I want to see him with no pants on during that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Sith dongle flopping about. That'd be great too. Also, like when he's just hanging on that like pod in the Senate.
Yeah.
And just cackling,
just
but his little
away.
legs are just kicking. It's so great.
Yeah, it's really great. I love when he gets all that lightning reflected in. No monkey butts here. When he gets all that lightning reflected back at him, and he's laying there, and he's like,
I'm so weak.
Yeah, but it's kind of good because like on the big screen, you really get an idea of how much he's playing it up.
Yeah.
Because you notice like him darting his eyes and
Yes.
kind of like just curling his mouth ever so.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of like,
Yeah,
I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing.
But Anakin's like, wait, don't do it. Yeah, he gives it that little glance. So, ooh, it's working. It's working. Yeah, I don't think that he actually lost to Mace Windu. I think that...
Oh, absolutely not.
No, I think that was all set up to get Anakin to make a choice right there.
Yeah. Oh, hang on a sec. I gotta flip off this Trump sign that's still up.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Oh no, the Corrupted Youth podcast. Oh, I'm not gonna listen now. It's getting political. Oh, like this movie?
This movie, yeah.
Holy man. There's just like, I don't know, too many parallels for me to just thoroughly enjoy it, I guess.
Yeah.
It was fun when it was fantasy.
Uh-huh. Oh, George. Oh, George.
I told you so.
That was more like a Kermit.
Yeah.
Huh.
Someday we'll find it. The Sith Lord connection. Anyway. Let's get out of the weeds here. How do you think the effects held up?
Kind of 50-50. I think there are some effects in there, like when Obi-Wan shows up to Utapau, and the dude comes up to him and talks to him. He's like, battle droids, thousands of them, on the 10th level. You know, that guy?
Yeah.
Totally CGI. That is a completely computer-generated character. I did not know that for years. Like, those effects are crazy good. Or like, Anakin's hand, like, reaching into the dirt on Mustafar after he gets all burned and stuff. It's like, dang, that... It looks great. The opening space battle, I think, holds up really well.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun to watch.
So fun.
That big.
Yeah, and then there's like some gleep glops in the background, and you're like, eh. Or sometimes like some of the scenes when they're in the hallways and the Jedi Temple, like the green screen, you just really tell that they're not there. So yeah, very 50-50. But that space battle, man. Whoa.
Yeah, when I think it comes to stuff like that, it holds up a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff on Utapau was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, like I think they had the right idea to motion blur a lot of things when it was, you know, when it was necessary.
Yeah.
Like a lot of motion, and that sometimes I feel like we don't get that a lot now, and stuff is a little too crisp.
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's actually being filmed.
Yeah, there's one part too where one of the Venator starships is taking off, and the camera, there's
I
a
saw
rumble.
that. Yeah,
I've
I never noticed that.
I never noticed that before either.
Yeah.
I was like, what a fun detail.
Yeah.
I would put that up there like in The Mandalorian is when they started doing it, where you get like weird ship views from the cockpit, and stuff kind of like shakes a little bit, and there's a lot of there'll be condensation
Yeah.
on things, and you can see like the wing flapping a little bit. It's that kind of attention to detail that was like, oh yeah, you know, I really love seeing that. It just makes it feel a little more real.
You can tell that people took time.
And considering how much more work it would have been then
Yeah.
to pull off some of those effects.
Yeah, funny detail in that opening, when the Venator shoots the laser at the Separatist ship and it blows up and there's a little piece of debris that flies off and it hits the Venator. That piece of debris is actually a kitchen sink.
Yeah, I did know about that.
Because the animators, they said that they were going to put everything in it, including the kitchen sink. So, and they really did. That whole sequence is phenomenal.
Keep an eye out for the kitchen sink.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like, what is it? Episode 2, I think they put in one of those dumb lumpy cow things from Padme's planet.
Yeah.
They put one of those like floating around in the asteroid field.
That's fun. I know in Return of the Jedi, when they're in the throne room and Luke's looking out at the fleet off in the distance and there's all the explosions or whatever, some of those ships, I think one of those ships is just straight up like a tennis shoe. So I guess it's tradition.
Yeah. Or they'll be like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, like, oh, we're going to put an R2-D2 on the mothership.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fun. I like that.
Oh, General Grievous looked great.
He really does. And there is a lot of things that happen with the lighting and his structure, where it's like the bony kind of parts where they kind of become semi-transparent or like translucent a little bit,
right.
and the light kind of shows through. That's really cool.
Subsurface scattering. That's the word for it. Yeah, that alone brings a character way more into real life. Like the close-ups of like his face and like his eyes too.
See, that stuff doesn't hold up as much for me.
It doesn't hold up, but I mean, for 2005, pretty good.
I mean, let's face it, just uncivilized. I do like how gritty that is, though. It is, gets blasted in the chest, and he's like shooting fire out of his eye sockets and stuff. That's fun and grisly.
Yeah, definitely. Obi-Wan's just done with the war. It's like, we need to get this over with.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Turn around here.
You could try spinning, that's a good trick.
Ooh, I could. I do like that General Grievous left the keys in the ship too, so Obi-Wan can take it.
Helpful. Pretty sick ride too. That ship is
that's
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's like a freaking Cadillac.
Yeah.
The capes don't hold up though. All the CG capes.
Yeah.
They didn't. I don't think those ever really looked good though. But hey, you gotta really applaud the attempt.
It's fair.
What else?
It's always fun seeing a CGI Dooku jump down from that little balcony.
Oh man, when that part of the railing lands on Obi-Wan, so that's really weird.
Really awkward.
But I mean, I guess they couldn't just have him get cut in the leg again and lounge out and
watch
the battle like in episode 2.
Oh man. Oh, that is the worst moment for Obi-Wan.
Oh no, I'm just going to lay here.
Yeah.
Just have me a rest.
What a sorry sight. And Yoda, man, what a sorry sight. Him crawling through that little tunnel, that little maintenance tube, and dropping down in a Bale's ship.
In his pajamas.
in his pajamas, and he just sits there in the big chair, all defeated. He's like, oh, I have to go into exile. Embarrassing that was.
You know, okay, I'm gonna say this too. Like the whole ending part, it just kind of, it's too much.
It is too much. I agree.
They should have been like, when they found out, like, hey, you already know Padme's like probably not gonna make it, and then they're like, it's twins, done. That's where it should just freaking stop.
I think you should
right
cut
there.
before that.
I think like, yeah, probably, but
I think just showing like, oh no, Padme is going to die. How sad. And then, oh no, Darth Vader is becoming Darth Vader. How sad. And then the Jedi are like, oh, we got to go into hiding.
yeah, you want to hang out and discuss what we're gonna do, because otherwise people might not be able to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the prequel's fault too, is like over-explaining some things.
Definitely.
Making too many connections where it's just not necessary.
Chewbacca being on Kashyyyk.
Chewbacca, oh my god.
Talking to Yoda.
The wink of that.
Yeah.
There's like a slight pause between Tarful and I'll miss you most of all, Chewbacca. Like at no point was like, did that ever come up in conversation off screen in the original trilogy?
Yeah.
Where Luke's like, man, so yeah, I was hanging out with this Jedi Master named Yoda, and Chewbacca would be like, Han would be like, what, you filled this little green penis on the back of your neck?
Yeah, it's such a random connection. I mean, you could throw him in like in the background on the Battle of Kashyyyk, like he's fighting for his homeworld. That's cool.
There's so many Wookiees, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They live to be like 200 years old. It's fine. Like, we could assume he was there like at some point in time. Plus, also like another thing, like Yoda kind of looks a little too weird.
He never looks right in the prequels.
No.
Especially
He's
that
like
puppet.
It's like weird and smooth almost, but like textured. It's odd.
Yeah. You remember the Phantom Menace puppet?
Yes, I do. Yes. It's where they kind of gave him like almost like sideburns or something.
Yeah, it's weird.
A little too much hair. Yeah, the Kashyyyk clone troopers look kind of fakey too, compared to the other ones. I don't know why. Too much sheen on them or something. It's weird. I don't know.
Maybe they just spend less time on them.
Yeah, I guess.
Because some of those other clone troopers look really good. Like the Coruscant Guard, like the red ones.
Yeah.
They show them later, like in the rain, when they're wheeling Vader in. Like, oh, they look there.
Just like, I don't know. I mean, hey, at least Palpatine, like, went with him.
Yeah, it was by his side.
Yeah. His boss showed up.
It's like, I think Vader's in trouble. And he shows up and he's like, oh.
He's all sorts of fucked up. Gross.
Burnt chicken nugget.
I'll put my hand on his head, soothe him a little bit.
He's like, sa.
Or you can fix him. There's a little reference to the $6 Million Man.
What a throwback.
Yeah. This is kind of like a little bit of a $6 Million Man scenario.
6 million credit man.
I don't know, man. I think those credits go a lot farther than you think.
How much was it to get off of Tatooine, go to Alderaan?
I don't remember. That's a trivia question.
That is a trivia question, actually. This Obi-Wan paid 17,000, something like that.
Well, you're also trying to get off world and trying to be sneaky about it too.
Yeah.
Plus, those are Imperial credits, though.
Yeah, true. Who knows how the Imperial economy is doing? I'm sure stagflating really hard.
Yeah. Ooh, hey, we got a fire truck coming through.
Go get Anakin. He's still on fire.
Oh man. I can't wait until we're like having to pay everything with MAGA coin. That's gonna be great.
MAGA coin. Don't speak it into existence now.
I don't know. They already have like their own stupid scam.
Crypto?
Yes, crypto scam.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big rug pull for sure.
Oh man. Come on everybody, don't fall for that stuff. Okay, dongles. No NFTs, no crypto. Sure, you might be able to make money once in a while, but I mean, ugh.
No emergency powers to the Chancellor, please.
Please, no.
Jar Jar.
No.
Jar Jar, wait. Jar Jar, don't do it.
No extra terms for anyone.
No.
It's not necessary. Especially to democracy.
The Senate. Do it.
Oh man, I love the brutality of that part too.
Mm-hmm. The screech after the decapitation is so good.
Just Dooku getting his hands cut off, and then he's like, "Oh man, what?"
He's like, "Oh, yeah." He is flabbergasted.
He really was. I can't believe I got screwed over by my boss.
I love when Palpatine's watching that fight, and he's just like, "Yeah." I think he's my favorite character in that movie.
I think there's definitely a part 2 when Grievous's ship is going down that I think like Palpatine's like, I might have made a mistake.
Yeah, he's like, I might have miscalculated this one.
I don't know about this.
Well, we're still flying half a ship, and he's like, he looks over at R2 at one point. Just kind of gives him like a nervous look.
Yeah, there's a couple times where he's like, I don't know if I can like battle meditation this one into working out.
Yeah, like what was going through his head when he was just dangling by Anakin's foot in that elevator shaft, holding on to unconscious Obi-Wan.
Or when Obi-Wan just kind of wakes up.
Yeah, he wakes up and he looks down, it's just the Chancellor dangling from Anakin's foot.
There's some fun banter in that whole sequence.
Yeah, definitely. It builds up Anakin and Obi-Wan's like kind of friendship. Because in episode 2, they're just bickering like the entire time.
Yeah, it is a little bit annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're friendly.
Ooh, I might have miscalculated slightly, so we'll probably run over a little bit on this part, but whatever. Extra
time.
Extra us just rambling about episode 3 and Star Wars in general.
Yeah.
Come on.
God, I must be annoying my coworkers so much because all I want to do is talk about Star Wars like all the time. And there are some people there that do know some Star Wars, some that know some kind of deep stuff, but otherwise I'm just talking to a wall most of the time.
I wonder if your mom's gonna listen to this and then be like, yeah, this is how it's exactly like when I'm with these two.
Yeah.
They're having a conversation and I have no input. Although I think your mom could hold up with some Star Wars talk.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah,
she's
without
seen
a
all
doubt.
these movies. She knows. She's got opinions, like good ones too.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I guess the only difference is now is that we're like kind of half talking at someone else. at an imaginary dongle.
Oh, we're talking to all the dongles. You're all out there. You're in our hearts and minds right now as we're flying down a highway.
We're all part of the same force.
Yeah, be a force for good.
Yeah. Man, Yoda telling Anakin like, just don't grieve. Just don't feel loss. Oh, you're worried about losing somebody? Just stop caring about them.
Yeah, that's not good advice.
Not good advice, Yoda. That did not help.
Nope.
That's why when Obi-Wan's like, let me look at the security recordings, Yoda's like,
I don't think that's a good idea.
yeah, probably thinking back to just talking to Anakin, like, oh.
It's all pretty bad. Yeah, also I don't think Yoda really lost that fight, though. I think it was kind of a tie.
He just ran away. I don't think there should have been a tie. He should have fought until he died.
Well, then he couldn't be in the other movies that already were made.
Shucks. You're right.
He had that, like, plot armor.
Every time someone is like, Mace Windu survived, I just think about him getting launched out that window. No hand. All Force lightninged up. I'm sorry. I think it's stupid if Mace Windu lives.
I think so too. Dumb. Let's not go there.
Yeah. If we're gonna bring Mace Windu back, then Plo Koon survived that crash.
I'd rather have Plo Koon back.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a cool looking guy who really got nothing to do.
And he's super chill. He's like awesome to the clones. Treats them super well. Respects all life.
Those are good qualities.
Yeah, and he brought Ahsoka into the Order, so props to him for that.
Yeah. Getting a little deep into some other extra lore.
Yeah. No mention of Ahsoka in this movie. Would be nice if they could just throw a little line in there, you know? Oh, I hope Ahsoka's alright on Mandalore.
Just ADR it.
Yeah, just ADR it.
Throw us a bone there. Because what a character that I could have cared less about when that show started.
Mm-hmm.
Ended up being like one of the best characters to come out in Star Wars for a while.
Yeah.
Great character development over time.
Oh, amazing. I'm really excited for that season 2.
Yeah, first season was okay.
I liked it. I'll give it a stamp of I liked it. It's better than Kenobi. It's better than Book of Boba Fett. So, we got that.
Still nowhere Andor though.
Nothing will be Andor.
It stands on its own.
Nothing will be Andor. Nothing will be Mandalorian Season 1.
That's true. Mandalorian's pretty good. Season 3.
It's okay.
It's a season. It ended fine. I don't think we need that movie.
Yeah, that's right. There's a new Star Wars movie coming out, and I don't even really care about it that much.
We're probably going to be sitting in this van talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully really happy. You know, it could just be a really fun movie on its own, you know?
It can be. Like, yeah. I'm not going to dismiss it before it comes out.
I mean, to be so fair right now, when they announced that Andor show, we were like,
Why?
That's gonna be stupid. We don't need this.
Now we're taking notes and like, we need to make this into a handbook.
Yeah.
These are instructions.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Speaking of which, let's discuss a little bit of Star Wars fandom.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope folks, like, when they listen to this, you know, go like, these are some fun guys who just really just like some Star Wars. They're really into it.
Passionate about it.
We are. And you know what? I think that's okay, and I think some people just got the wrong freaking idea about Star Wars as a whole. And I think that people have made it really toxic. And for why though? Why? It's pointless. What are you doing?
It's because they have their own worldviews, and when the media they consume doesn't conform to it, they'll just make it conform to their views. Like George Lucas, so staunchly, you know, anti-fascist, anti-imperialist, I mean, the Rebel Alliance is the Viet Cong. He's said that. Like, Star Wars has always been political, and I think people don't see that, or they like to see what they want to see out of the messages. And I think that it's very telling when their views don't line up with, like, the good guys in Star Wars.
Well, yeah, when you have the moment where Ted Cruz, of all people, was comparing themselves to the Republican Party to the Rebel Alliance, is sorely mistaken. I'm sorry, like, you guys are not the rebels. You're not. Full stop.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And I also think, too, like, there is another degree of, like, why can't we just enjoy something altogether for a sec here? Like,
yeah, I mean, are a lot of these things, like, drawn from real life parallels and whatnot? Sure, that happens. Most of the time, art does imitate life, and all art is political. And it's pretty unavoidable, but sometimes, like, yeah, you can just not pay attention to it and be fine. It doesn't mean that, it's just like, oh, did that make you feel bad? Then maybe you need to ask yourself why.
Right.
Why is this making me feel bad? And reflect on it, and maybe do some learning.
Think to yourself, now would a Jedi make this choice or decision? Or would Sheev Palpatine make this choice or decision?
Right. Is another human suffering kind of making you feel a little too good? Like, I don't know, disappearing of people, or, things like that. Separation of families. That's kind of seems against, like, a lot of values that people think that they uphold. And so when it comes to that, like, I don't know, ask yourself, like, yeah, am I a good person for this?
Live your life trying to be a Jedi. Maybe not with the whole, like, attachment sort of kind of thing, but try to be nice, try to be helpful, try to be a ray of light for everybody around you.
Just try to be a good person. It's pretty easy to do. And think about, if it were to happen to me, how would I feel about that?
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
That's right. Like Bill and Ted... I can't monkey butts that.
No.
Like Bill and Ted say, be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other.
I feel that's a good way to end this, because we're home.
Yay.
Okay, well...
That was episode 3. That was a lot of fun.
It really was. I'm glad we got to go experience that.
Yeah, that was really fun. I definitely want to see any other re-release they do in the future.
So yeah, not sorry that we got a little preachy at the end.
Nope.
Let's keep our fandom fun.
Inviting and open to everybody.
That's right. It's because it's supposed to be for everyone. And on that note, hey, you know what? The t-shirts we have available on our TeePublic store for everyone too. So stop on there. Also, don't forget, the Dongle Den on Facebook is no longer existing.
It's now closed.
Yeah, that hasn't been around for a while now. Almost like what, I don't know, 2-3 months. So give up on that. If you see one on there, it's not real. Because we're actually on Blue Sky. You can find us on there. There's a link in the show notes. I was pretty good about posting for a little bit, and then I stopped, but...
We'll see. Follow for fun.
Yeah. But thanks to our listeners to Dongles. This one's for you. And thank you to our fellow podcasters. You know who you are.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Dongles.
May the Force be with you.
Always.
Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth! dead youth! Corrupt dead youth!
It's not a touch screen.